Welcome back. The former Premier League footballer Thomas Hitzlsperger has received support from the manager of one of his former clubs after revealing that he's gay. Everton's Roberto Martinez said, ideally, all players should be free to be yourself. But he added that in football, as in many other walks of life, that simply is not the case. Our sports editor Steve Scott has more.
It's Hitzlsperger, he can hit it on the left!
It is almost certainly a judgment on football and its followers that Thomas Hitzlsperger waited until he'd retired before revealing his sexuality.
They think in football, in professional football, you have to be strong, powerful, and they think being gay means you aren't that. You're the opposite. You're soft. You know, you don't really like to tackle. You're very weak.
He says he was inspired by Olympic diver Tom Daley's decision to announce that he was in a same-sex relationship.
Of course I still fancy girls, but I mean, right now I'm dating a guy and I couldn't be happier.
At one of Hitzlsperger's former clubs, Everton, the current manager says it's important for players to be open, but acknowledges in football that is still anything but straightforward.
You know, ideally, and we're talking about ideally, you would love to be able to be yourself and the human being be at the same level than the professional, but it's not just in football. I think there are many walks of life that's not the case.
15 years ago, Justin Fashanu became the first professional to come out. He subsequently hanged himself, struggling with the backlash it provoked. How much has changed?
We've come a long way, potentially 2-3 years. There's a Premiership footballer who thinks to himself, do you know what? I'm gay, and what?
Hopefully, by talking about it the way I do now, it encourages some others because they see they can still be professional football players, they can play at the highest level and be gay.
If anything, Hitzlsperger has reminded football of its responsibility in tackling intolerance and giving gay players the confidence not to live a lie. Steve Scott, ITV News.